Let's talk about dead games. I'm not gonna lie. There's no crazy significance to this news. I'm just a fucking asshole what I'm about to talk about. Because people swear I'm hating. When I'm talking about, nah, not Mortal Kombat 1. We know that's dead. That shit died at launch. What I want to talk about now is what we are looking at is the top 50 most played games this month. You see, we're on the Microsoft site. I have it. I have this saved. I have it filtered. This is the top 50 most played games on Xbox for this month. This is up to date, last 24 hours data. Here on this stream, people swear that I hate. I'm an XDefiant hater. I liked the beta, if you guys remember, but when the full game came out, something was off. The beta ran smoother. The time to kill was better. It wasn't full of fucking hackers. But the full game came out. They didn't add any content. The hit detection was somehow worse. There were hackers and cheaters. People swear I made it up, even though I showed evidence in my review. You're just hating. You're a Call of Duty fanboy. First of all, that's crazy. Oh my God. And that's why I said the XDefiant community might be the first gaming community to try to gaslight me. So what does that have to do with what I'm about to talk about now? If you remember, I said what's going to kill this game is a lack of content. They don't fix the hit registry and the fucking cheaters. And since I've been talking about that, I've had people tweeting me. Matter of fact, the last time I streamed, somebody came in the chat randomly and said, yo, for the first time in a week, I played XDefiant. In my first 3 games, I ran into hackers. I said, nope, doesn't exist. According to the XDefiant community, the Call of Duty refugees, these niggas hate Call of Duty so much, they rather lie to promote XDefiant. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the game's not doing that good. At least on Xbox, because I'm not going to spread any misinformation. But taking a look at, there's the big 3, PC, Xbox, PlayStation. If one is doing really bad, and it's cross-play, free to play, that can be a little bit of an indication of what's going on. So top 50. At number 1, we got Fortnite. Number 2, Call of Duty. 3, college football. 4, Roblox, Rainbow Six Siege. Then after that, Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto, 2K, Elden Ring, Apex. These are the only 2 new games. The rest of these are old games, reinforcing most of y'all play old games that are free. Now, the XDefiant virus. Shout out to the 800 people we got here. If you're new, hit the follow button. Now, if we scroll down, and when I say scroll down, I don't mean a little bit. I don't mean a little bit more. I don't even mean a little bit more. I mean a lot of bit, nigga. We're gonna keep scrolling to the fucking bottom. Just above, just below Skate 3. When did Skate 3 come out? 2010. Just below Skate 3. DayZ. War Thunder. And right next to Fall Guys and Black Ops 2. When did Black Ops 2 come out? Black Ops 2 release date 2012. Coming in for Xbox top 50 games, ranked at number 49 most played game this month, the Call of Duty Killer, XDefiant. Which is funny, because you niggas called this shit a Call of Duty Killer when not 1, not 2, not even 3. How many we got? 4. 4 Call of Duty games are outpacing the playership of XDefiant, the game that released in 2024 that's free to play. X disappointment. This game fucking sucks. It's dead. No, I'm gonna tell you that. It's not dead. I'm not gonna say that. But it's on its way. Because this is just the Xbox. We don't got the PlayStation numbers. We don't got the PC numbers. But I have seen reports that the numbers are dwindling. And we got the data on you Xbox niggas. Y'all ain't playing this shit. And pretty soon we're gonna get that. Yeah, it's in. Hey, thank you. Welcome to the stream, Shadow Clone. Yo, shout out to Not Well with the TV with the sub. Shout out to Shadow Clone in the chat. I like that. I'm gonna take that. It's not dead. but it's in the hospital. It's sick. Got an IV. We talking to the family. Should we cut off the life support? Not yet, baby, not yet. Give him the applesauce. So, with that being said, I'm not gonna say the game is dead, but ladies and gentlemen, XDefiant, you're officially on fraud watch. We need that. What's the NBA draft sound effect? What's that shit? We need that shit, bro. Is this it? There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to announce XDefiant, the 2024 free-to-play release is now on fraud watch. There will be an update on you bitch ass niggas. We're watching you. We're watching you. I need to put that on the fucking stream deck, bro. I'm gonna save that tab. I gotta put that on the stream deck. That's fucking great. Anytime a game, a community, or a content creator is on fraud watch, we're playing that shit. You're a fraud. Okay, that's all I got for you. No, it's nothing deeper than that. I'm just sick and tired of people calling me a hater because I'm trying to be a good consumer. I'm using data to pay attention to what the fuck is going on. And what the fuck is going on is this shit is sick. Fix the fucking game. Yo, shout out to Web Slinging with the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate you, bro. That shit was so loud. Speaking of a game that's actually doing much better, a live service game, let's talk about a game that's doing better, and it came out in February, which is the crazy part. Helldivers 2. It's getting a big update called Escalation and Freedom. It's a 4-minute trailer. Haven't watched it, but I'll check it out. Ethos was hyping it up in the group chat. He said it's time to get back on the game. I'll be the judge of that. Let's check out the trailer. Breathing live service games. What they had?
Since launch, we've improved Helldivers quite significantly together with you, the community. We've released a lot of content, such as the flyers, the TCS missions, the destruction of an entire planet. This time around, we've got something special prepared for you.
It's our first step out of many, where we're gonna expand the game in big, meaningful ways.
New game modes, new objectives, new enemies, and
New
even
game.
a
Oh, they
whole
adding
new
the AT walkers from fucking Star Wars.
difficulty.
To give you that,
Oh, they making
we
it
have to
harder?
escalate it.
Why does shit look ashy? They making the joint harder.
An escalation of freedom.
Concord
When
hasn't
freedom
even launched.
escalates,
That game is
its
on.
opponents have-
You know, I feel bad for Concord because we played it. We played it this last week. Me, Watch, JG, and Ethos, and I liked it. I thought it was good. But even though I like it, I almost feel like I can't even support it because Ethos is in the chat. The internet hears what the fuck they want to say. Like, I'll say I played Concord. I thought it was all right. And what people will hear is TBH is shilling for Concord. And do you know why? And this is why I said I feel bad for Concord. Honestly, not a bad game that didn't get a fair shake. And it's because it's had a hit piece on it. It's nothing but negative videos on there. And I put one in the group chat I was talking about. I watched a video from this dude. It was like 10 minutes long. He didn't say nothing negative. Matter of fact, he said he liked the game. But then he straight up lied, said it took 4 minutes to get into a game because the matchmaking was so slow. The game was dead. But in the footage, it didn't take 4 minutes. If you pay attention to the footage, just straight up lied about that. It took us like 30 seconds to get into games. He said he liked the game, and he just kept talking about the player count. And I'm like, this is why gaming discourse is so bad right now. That's the way Watts likes to say it, the gaming discourse. You're not even talking about whether or not you like the game. You're just talking about how many players are on it, and you're giving this perception that it's a horrible game, when in reality, Sony just doesn't support their products well enough. They're doing something very ambitious by dropping a new cutscene every week to create like a story. I thought that was pretty interesting, but like I feel like I can't even support it because then people are gonna say I'm shilling for it. But the game, I think it probably will die, and it's because it never got a fair shot. People just shat on it.
Escalate.
We're bringing back a fan favorite from Helldivers 1. The
Freedom!
stabby, tentacled beast known as the Impaler.
When you're playing against the Terminids, you can always try and run away. The Impaler ruins that plan.
Mesmer the Impaler.
They will maybe cut off your escape route, and then you will probably have to stay and fight. Or you can fight the tentacles.
Those look annoying as fuck to fight right there. I know that shit gonna take at least 3 clips to drop one. You gotta team fight it.
The Spore Charger. This one has fog traveling around it. It's constantly moving, so it's gonna come right out of
Not
the fog
this shit in this
and
game.
scare
What
the
up,
lights
Trey?
out of you.
They got tentacle porn in the
automatons are
game.
bringing in artillery.
A big tank that
Oh, that's gonna create some funny clips, artillery.
shoots rockets.
If you're further away, you can see it
I
aim
switched to
towards the
edge,
skies and fire rockets in the air, so you'll have a barrage coming down on you.
In addition, you'll face off against heavier, more deadly brood commanders.
With a small twist. The allies that it spawn will not be the ones that you used to.
Bum, 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 bum.
Difficulty 10 has more enemies than we've had before on lower
Why did I switch
difficulties.
to Edge from Brave?
We've really ramped.
This morning, Brave just stopped working for me, and I lost a lot of my workflow because of it. So like that's why I started later, because I had to fix I had to figure out what all articles I had saved, some of my bookmarks. I had to get all my logins. I lost everything off my web browser, basically. Yeah, it's World War III Brave over here. I was like, I can't. I've been looking for a reason to switch anyway, so I was like, I'm done with that shit. I'm hoping a patch comes out so I can export my data.
it up. It's
You had to Edge? Yeah, I'm edging the chat off now.
meant to feel like a real progression from 9 to 10.
We're
Damn,
also
Brave doesn't have
introducing a
accounts.
larger
No, like
type-
I don't think y'all understand what I say when I say that like I lost my data. Like I literally watch when I click it, nothing happens. And you saw how like it loaded. And at first I thought it was my computer breaking down, but no, I went on the forums and like a lot of people are reporting this issue. Even if I run it as administrator, nothing happens. It doesn't show up in my processes. I uninstalled it, reinstalled it, I updated it, I restarted my PC 1,000 times. It's the software. Like they've acknowledged the issue. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If you are using Brave right now, be careful because I lost my whole fucking workflow. So I switched to Edge. Like I don't have any of my bookmarks, my logins and shit like that. I had to reset up my computer. Might need some more water. Nigga, shut up. Oh,
of
shit.
outpost, and it's going to be a real challenge to take on these
I have
massive
it all
fortresses.
trans- That's tough. It'd be
But
like
if you
that.
manage to do so, there will be
It
great
happened.
rewards.
See, look,
waiting
DBZ
for
said it in the chat. He said it happened to me. That's why I switched. Edge has a lot of really cool features, so I was like, I'm switching to this. Why Edge over Opera GX? I watched a lot of reviews, which my girl says is really really not annoying, but really nerdy. That I watch web browser reviews. Every like tech person says that low key Microsoft Edge is the best browser out. It's the fastest. I'm not gonna lie. Like it does feel like less weighted down, and it has all the features Brave has, all the features Chrome has. You have all the extensions, plus you have AI built into it. You have a bunch of like quality of life features, simple stuff like a button right here where you can just. Hell, I don't want to do that. My bad, it was this one. You could just snap it to the side. Is that the one? I don't know how to work this thing. Create new, organize. Sure. Ew, no. I don't know which button it is. I don't know. I was learning it. It's got a bunch of features on it. Oh, there it goes. But it has like a snap to the side feature so you don't have to drag. It has a calculator built in that shit. It has fucking Chat GPT built into it. It's pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. Like they actually they're actually trying with their web browser. And it's based off Chromium, so you can use the Chrome extensions.
Of course. What would the galaxy be without planets?
Is there any way to move bookmark data over to another? Yeah, you just export it in the settings, June.
Therefore, we
That's why
wanted
I'm
to
mad
spook it up
I can't even
with a
open
new
Brave right
version
now.
of the swamp
Yeah, it got
environment.
Yo, you nasty ass niggas, bro. Hey, but do it got incognito mode though? Yes, like, every browser does.
The acid storm weather effect now comes with a
yes.
new mechanic. It reduces the armor of enemies and Helldivers alike. You'll
Does it
do a
have
lot
ad
more
block?
damage,
Yeah,
but you
it has ad block built into the browser.
also take more in return, which is just as horrifying as it sounds.
In Escalation of Freedom, we have
Lunar alert.
new objectives coming in, like the Retrieve Larva mission,
It's the only
where you
stream I get
find
real
this
information
backpack
in.
with little
Appreciate
crying larva
Larva?
you need to reach the extraction with.
So instead of plant the bomb, they got plant the larva.
But you also have to be careful because it's gonna be crying a lot, and you're getting swarmed by more and more Terminids.
Ah, so the person who's carrying it is the hot. Stay away from me. What does Gooner mean? A horny boy. I learned that from the chat, Ab. You use a VPN? Nah. I do sometimes for certain things. I have one. But
With the
do
second
I
Galactic War in full
always use it
swing,
now?
Super Earth is currently
slow down your
battling the automatons and the bugs for control of the Milky Way. The Automaton Legion, they are constantly building bigger and worse war machines. The Terminids' migration patterns seem to be changing. There's also been some irregular readings of the Terminid spores in the various sectors where the Terminids are spreading. And we will see where the story develops from here.
Who's ready to spread more freedom?
So, have we told you everything that's gonna be in the escalation of freedom? Of course we haven't.
We have many more surprises in store for you.
A surprise here and there that you maybe didn't expect.
On August 6th, I'm ready to dive, and I hope you are too.
I think we just got burnt out. I mean, that happens. Everything runs its course. So the third enemy ain't revealed yet. Pretty much there's going to be some big shit. You're going to have to fight Darth Vader or something. But hey, if you're into it, it looks good. Lots of content. Lots of content. There's also in the update, they're tackling grief kicking in its update. If you get kicked, you'll be the host of a new session with all the teammates' loot and tack. So be aware of that. Just wanted to share that real quick. So if like, you know, you're running into toxic people, you can take advantage of it because now you can get their loot. These niggas sound like super villains. So they're adding content. They're sticking to it. They said this is a live service game that we are going to continue to update. And one thing I will give them is I feel like I do see them like every other month dropping new content, new trailers. So if you're into it, you know, at least they're keeping you busy. Yeah, live service games, there's only so much you can do. Fallout London, official launch trailer. This is a mod based off of Fallout 4. Apparently it launched today, I learned. Let's watch the launch trailer. Does anybody know how much this costs? Released made on, what the fuck, Illuminati? Released made possible by Geo, it's on GOG. It's free? Oh shit. Do you need, this is probably a stupid question. Do you need Fallout 4 or does it just boot up itself? You need Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition? I can't even play it. I only got Fallout 4. You need Fallout from GOG, and it has to be the GOG version? I'm not playing this shit then. I'm not buying that game again.
London, 2237. They always said the sun had never set on the Empire.
It's on
But
Steam.
now, most of all,
I don't got the
Blighty
DLC though.
is a shell of its former self. Watch together buildings, radiation-filled nightmares,
Visually, it looks good.
hooligans, up for a bit of argy-bargy, or whatever the bloody hell those things in Thameshaven are, if you know what I mean.
Marvel. We was on it
In
last
fact,
night.
the closest
We'll
semblance
probably
of
be on Marvel Rivals later tonight if the boys want to play.
structure we got is the daft and balmy boys over in Lambeth. Only they won't budge except for a cup of Rosie Lee.
These are dark times.
This looks like London 2024. South London!
In a nutshell, it's all a bit tom-tit these days. Listen, the whole of Blighty's up for grabs right now. Nobody's heard from Her Majesty for ages, and frankly, people are cream.
Yo, does anybody know, did Bethesda bless this shit? Like, how the fuck are they getting away with Fallout in the name? That's what I want to know.
Bracket hearing the gentry's orders from behind their walls, especially with those angel bastards making things go bump in the night.
They hold them, what
Angels.
happened?
Never heard of them. What do they want from us?
So what's to play for? Each wanker wants a part of the pie. Question is, who will it be? The last vagabonds of London's gutter?
You're
Oh, you're
going
talking
to
about the
pay
other-
for your treachery, and pay dearly.
The fascist pamphleteers of the fifth column?
With me as your leader, I promise, this city will be ours!
Yeah, they're supportive of the mod community, but it's more so of like an IP issue. Like from a branding standpoint, me personally, if I created this global phenomenon, I wouldn't want somebody using the name for it. Like they could have called it like F London or some shit. Like, and like it's just specifically the Fallout name. That's an IP issue. Like if this was Nintendo, this shit would have got shut down 5 years ago. They don't play that.
Or the Camelot Knights of days past, heading once more.
'Cause, like imagine you're not in the know, like you're not a part of like the mod community, like you're just a casual gamer. You're gonna think this is a new Bethesda game. I personally wouldn't want that on my, especially because it might turn out to be bad. You just don't know.
Reach.
Let history remember us. Let history know
The trailer
our
needs more
name.
central seating. All right,
You just need to open your eyes and have a butcher's meal, China. The sun's about to set on this hallowed land. I'll let you into a little secret though. Whilst the location might have changed, war
never changes.
War never changes.
That was a good trailer, like, for a mod. That shit's fucking fire. The only thing I would knock, if I could, like, talk to them, I think they should have put in the trailer, like, towards the end, this mod requires Fallout 4 plus all its DLC, because I was unaware of that. I was actually interested in this, but you lost me. I need all the DLC. I'm not buying that shit. Technically, it's not free, because not everybody has the DLC. And here, I don't really buy a lot of DLC, and I'm always going to be that way. They uploaded 20 minutes of the gameplay. What the fuck? And featured Drake music? All right, bro. I thought you needed 4. I don't got the DLC. They saying in the chat you need 4 in all the DLC. But yeah, they should have just put in parentheses so at least people are aware. Because I'd imagine there's going to be a lot of people trying to download this shit and be disappointed. I mean, look at it. This shit is trending number 7 on gaming. It's doing really well. It's going to hit 1 million views in the first 24 hours. Isn't the DLC on Game Pass?
2 years ago.
New Joker trailer, by the way. Let's peep this shit. By the way, y'all want to hear a funny story? This happened literally just yesterday. Slowly but surely, I've been converting she was a Call of Duty player. I've been slowly converting her into a full-blown nerd. She doesn't want to accept it, but started off with Call of Duty. Then we moved to Street Fighter. Then we moved to Elden Ring. Now she's asking me about Batman, Ninja Turtles, Naruto. I was like, just embrace what you are now. But anyways, yesterday we was hanging out and she said, she's like, can we be like Joker and Harley Quinn? I said, fuck no. I got an attitude. And she was like, why not? Like, they're so cute. She doesn't know any better. I said, look, I'm not trying to be funny, but I was like, if a woman says to me, I want our relationship to be like Joker and Harley Quinn, it's either one of two things. You are an incredibly ignorant and you don't know about the source material, or B, and this is the most likely one because I feel like most people know the source material, you're toxic as fuck. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, okay, do you know the story of Harley? And she was like, in Joker, she was like, no. I'm like, okay. I was like, first and foremost, Harley is a fairly new character that came out in the 90s. She originated from the cartoon, not the comic books. Oh, she's like, but I gotta do anything. I was like, the Joker used to be beating her ass. I was like, that was an abusive relationship. She was like, no way. I was like, recently they've rewritten the character because they always have different versions. So I was like, now she's like more empowered. She's doing her own thing, and she's like more comedic too. But I was like, the original, which many consider to be the canon version of Harley Quinn, she was getting her ass beat and spit on. And she's like, no, she was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, no, she's like, I was like, no, I'm being dead ass serious. Yeah, the cartoon Ike and Tina. So I sent her a compilation on YouTube of her. There's literally a compilation on YouTube if you've never seen it before. It's like 2-3 minutes long of the Joker punching Harley in the face. There's a clip where he pushes her out the window, spits on her, like just real. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was watching it yesterday. I'm like, yo, we were watching this as a kid. Like, I'm like, yo, this is kind of crazy. Like, it was some heavy shit. It was some heavy shit to the point I'm like, yo, we was definitely not pussy in the 90s. But yeah, he was like degrading her. I was like, yo, this is like, and I even said to her too, I was like, anybody who says that comic books are woke now is a casual and doesn't know anything about comic books. Because I was like, admittedly, I'm a casual now. But I was like, I used to read comic books when I was a kid up until like my early 20s. So I read a lot of different comic books. I was like, comic books have always been political. They've always pushed messages in things. And I was like, they've always pushed boundaries. So I was like, anybody who says that doesn't know anything about the source material. And I was like, they were doing that in the 90s. She was like, yeah, I didn't even know. She's like, my bad. I was like, yeah, so stop saying that shit. I was like, I'm the Joker because I'm an asshole, but you can't be Harley. Like, she hasn't played Arkham. No, she's never watched any Batman. But she said she wants to watch the Batman 90s show because she's like, the animation looks really good. I was like, yeah, it's a classic show. I was like, we can watch it. But I was like, we can't be that relationship. No, thank you. I'm a troll, but that's it. I'm not gonna be nothing else. I relate to that part of the Joker. I don't relate to any other parts of it, bro. People be complaining about The Boys. Shit is crazy. Off the top of my head, I want to say, what about Green Arrow and Canary? I don't remember anything toxic about that. Superman and Lois, like. But for some reason, yeah, Oliver McQueen and Canary came to my head. Starfire and Nightwing, yeah. Storm and Black Panther, that shit didn't work out though. Sue Storm and Reed Richards, nigga, you don't read the comic books. What are you talking? That was not a healthy relationship, dog. Like, that's their whole thing. The Fantastic Four was dysfunctional as fuck, nigga. No, they weren't. Oh shit, that was not a healthy relationship. Secret, yeah. It was literally the cover of one of the Ant-Man joints. That's not a secret. I will say the tone of the movie, it looks really good. Even though it looks like a musical, I'm gonna give it a pass. It looks like it might be good. I do like the tone of it. My only concern with this movie and them milking it going forward, I can't tell where this movie's going. That's my main concern. So like in the first movie, the gist of the movie was the moral of the story was be careful how you treat people, which I was like, okay, that's cool. And I thought it was going to be like a one-off. I was like, that's a good message, the way they conveyed it. Where are they going with this one? Because you can't do that again. You can't do that again. Like, it's not going to hit the same, because the first movie led up to him becoming the Joker, all the way society had treated him. This nigga is the Joker now. So like, what are we leading up to? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the message? That's the only concern. Obviously, Batman, if he's not a key part of it and they not really fighting, what's the fucking point? End credit scene, he meets Batman. We'll see. I think that's the one thing that, like, my one question. This is still a day one see for me, but like that's the one question. I'm like, where is this going? The moral is crazy inspires crazy. I guess that's not really a moral. Do you see the Beetlejuice? I saw there was a trailer, but I'm not a Beetlejuice fan, so I don't really care. Crazy inspires crazy. You might be onto something. You watching Deadpool this weekend? Yeah, I got my tickets already. 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock Sunday is when I'm seeing it. No spoilers. And that brings me to The Penguin. The Penguin takes place 1 week after the first film, The Batman, and leads directly into the second one. So it sounds like the Penguin show that's coming to HBO is going to be very important. I also read an article saying that it's going to be very like Scarface, very dark and gritty, mafia type of show. So it sounds like this shit is going to be fire. I'm going tonight. I know I had some articles about that shit since we're already on the topic of it. But yeah, that's that batch of joint I got for you. Hold on, I need to keep this joint saved. And we'll drop that one. Bring this other one up. Here's another batch of articles. Where I could have swore I had a Deadpool. Yeah, here it is right here. I'll bring it up now. Since we're already on the topic of Deadpool and Wolverine, that brings me to this article that I saved. I don't want to be a party pooper, but I will say, go into the movie with no expectations. Fire wallpaper, I appreciate you. Go into the movie with no expectations, because the current Metacritic from reviewers is a 54 overall right now. I watched the review from IGN. They gave it a 70. The reviews are all over the place. Is the Rotten Tomatoes out yet? Tomatoes. Let's see. It's woke. Everything woke. I was like, oh no. Oh my God. Enable ads for Rotten Tomato, nigga? No. Fuck you. Let's see. But it is an 80 on Rotten Tomatoes, though. That's good. But that's still a cause for concern for me, because I'm like, how do you go from a 54 to an 80 and a 90? Metacritic's more trolly, so I'm hoping that it's wrong. It'd be a lot of fraud on Metacritic. I'm hoping Metacritic is wrong, but I'm just saying, go into it with no expectations. I'm going in with none. I'm not going to go with low. I'm just going in with none and hope for the best. Because the reviews are all over the place. Critics always be hating. They do. And yeah, and the reason I say none is because, keep in mind, they said the Mario movie was trash too. I like the Mario movie. That shit got like a 50-60. And I ended up liking it. I thought the Mario movie was like a 7.5. I thought it was a fun family movie that paid a lot of homage to, like, I remember when the Mario movie came out, there was a lot of moments I was like, oh, that's from that, and that's from that, and that's from that. Like, if you're a Mario fan, you would have enjoyed it. The Mario movie was fire. Yeah. So take this with a grain of salt. I'm not trying to be a party pooper. Just making y'all aware of some shit I saw. Hopefully it's good, though. We'll see this weekend. Get